Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this.
Send him some on something. He look like a bum.
Floyd?
Yeah, he looking like a bum. Had like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh yeah, I seen that too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is,
I don't know
where the money went to.
Exactly.
You know what? Yeah, what y'all say earlier?
He ran up $1 billion.
What'd you say?
My first investment was real estate.
Wow.
I went from commercial real estate, huge, skyscrapers actually. So I own what I own.
Bragging now.
No, I'm not.
Now
bragging.
you're bragging.
No.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
You know, point like this because I know all of them.
Floyd Mayweather built an empire on 3 words: the money team. But lately, that brand is starting to look more like smoke and mirrors than solid gold. The whispers used to come from jealous haters. Now they're echoing through courtrooms, bankrupt gyms, and shady real estate deals that don't add up. Every time Floyd posts another stack of cash or a fleet of supercars, it feels less like a celebration and more like a man screaming, "I'm fine," while the house burns down behind him. He recently claimed he owned hundreds of millions in New York property that, turns out, wasn't even registered in his name. When investigators started asking questions, Floyd...
And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen.
Let's rewind to where this all started to unravel. Earlier this year, Floyd didn't just hint at wealth. He declared war on poverty itself. He claimed he didn't just invest in real estate. He straight up owned 62 apartment buildings across New York City, worth a staggering $400 million. That's not a flex, that's a financial nuke. He wanted the world to see him as more than a retired fighter. He wanted to be seen as a mogul, a titan, a man who turned punches into penthouses. He posted videos dripping in diamonds, standing next to
showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings.
That's when Business Insider dropped the hammer. In a brutal, well-researched expose, they tore Floyd's story to shreds. Their investigators scoured property records, legal documents, and ownership databases, and they found something shocking. Absolutely nothing. Not a single building tied to Floyd's name. Not one deed, not one signature, not one legal document proving he owned what he claimed. Sure, some properties were hidden behind shell companies and LLCs. That's how rich people play the game. But even then, there was zero proof Floyd was the...
My new investments, I would be making $300 million a month.
What investment is that?
In real estate. I'm heavy in real estate. Even though I got a lot of cash, OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure y'all...
Now, if you're truly a billionaire and someone accuses you of lying about your assets, the solution is simple. Show the paperwork and end the conversation. But Floyd didn't do that. Instead, he went nuclear. He filed a $120 million defamation lawsuit against Business Insider, claiming they were trying to destroy his reputation and his brand. On the surface, it sounds like a power move, but dig a little deeper, and it starts to look like desperation. Why spend years in court and...
Now, that's what I do every day. Shop. Hey, number like couple bucks. Greg, come with me.
But the real estate scandal was just the beginning. While Floyd was busy suing reporters, another one of his businesses was quietly collapsing in the background. His gym franchise, Mayweather Boxing Plus Fitness, was supposed to be his retirement masterpiece. The pitch was genius. Train like a champion, sweat like Mayweather, and feel like a winner, all for a monthly membership fee. It was marketed as a global empire in the making, with locations popping.
30 million just with the patches on my trunks. That's 30 million alone. So who's really the smartest one in the sport of boxing? And they say, well, it's not all about the money. Well, your kids can't eat legacy. They can eat off the currency. If you guys don't want to see me do no exhibitions, don't come. Don't watch. I come on record and tell.
The lawsuits tell a brutal story. Franchise owners claim they were lured in with promises of a turnkey operation, backed by the biggest name in boxing. They were told Floyd would be the face of the brand, that his involvement would guarantee success, and that owning a Mayweather gym was basically printing money. But the reality was far from the dream. According to court filings, Floyd did little more than film a few promotional videos and then vanished. Franchise owners were left to fend for themselves.
Here, there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here.
Then came the comment that hit different. Stephen A. Smith, one of the most respected voices in sports media, made a quiet but devastating observation. He suggested that Floyd's constant need to flaunt his wealth on social media might actually be a sign of financial insecurity. Stephen A. didn't yell it, he didn't make it a headline. He just said it casually, almost like it was common knowledge. He pointed out that truly wealthy people, billionaires, moguls, old money, don't need to prove anything. They don't.
Investments that I did was New York real estate. So it started off with 7 figures, and I was getting a certain amount of money every month. When I first gave them $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. So I said, yo, the money kept coming on the 18th every month. 50,000 would come in. I still was competing, I still was fighting, I still was active, and I still was making.
Floyd tried to clap back, of course. He posted a picture standing next to a private jet with a caption that read, "If this is what being broke looks like, I want to stay broke forever." It was classic Mayweather, defiant, flashy, unbothered. But here's the problem. That move doesn't hit the same in 2025 as it did in 2015. A photo next to a jet doesn't erase a $120 million lawsuit. It doesn't explain why your gym franchise is falling apart. It doesn't answer the questions about the New York buildings you supposedly own but can't prove. Insiders who know.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my fucking business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got.
Let's talk about those assets he loves to show off. Floyd's watch collection is legendary. He's claimed it's worth over $1 billion. But luxury experts have been quietly pouring cold water on that claim for years. Here's the dirty secret about custom, iced-out watches. They lose value the moment they're made. A standard Patek Philippe or Rolex will hold or even increase in value over time. But when you take that same watch and cover it in custom diamonds and engravings, you've just destroyed its resale value.
May not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information.
The scariest part? This isn't about whether Floyd is broke today. It's about where he's headed tomorrow. He's facing a perfect financial storm. Aging out of relevance, buried in lawsuits, running a failing business empire, and still spending like it's 2015. He's not evolving, he's stuck. He's not building, he's defending. And history has shown us time and time again what happens to athletes who refuse to adapt. They don't go out with a bang. They fade slowly.
Buildings in New York City.
So embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive.
But the real damage isn't just coming from random critics on the internet. It's coming from inside the boxing world. From people who know the business, who've seen the contracts, who understand how the money really moves. Former rivals, top promoters, and industry insiders are all starting to say the same thing. Floyd's money brand is a facade, and the cracks are getting too big to ignore. These aren't trolls hiding behind fake accounts.
400 million. So it's a lot more, but that's just one of the portfolios I happen to purchase in 2024.
Wow. And that's how it's blossoming.
Well, you know, the number is growing each and every day. Like I said, the number is growing each and every day. That's one of my buildings in Manhattan. And as you can see, everything down bottom, from top to bottom I own, all the way down. And I'm truly.
One of the loudest voices, Amir Khan, the British Pakistani fighter, didn't just hint at Floyd's struggles. He came right out and said it. Floyd Mayweather is on the verge of bankruptcy. He didn't phrase it as a rumor or a theory. He said it with the confidence of someone who believes it's already happening. Khan didn't hold back either. He framed it as poetic justice, suggesting that years of
70 fights, 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
the greatest of all time.
Khan also took direct aim at Floyd's recent political moves. Over the past year, Floyd has been making highly publicized appearances at international events, standing next to foreign leaders and waving flags for causes that seem completely out of character for him. Khan's take? It's all transactional. He claimed Floyd's voice is now for sale to the highest bidder, and that these appearances
why you not
aren't
coming back
about
to fight?
passion or
Why you not
principle.
coming back to fight? So
they're about paycheck.
I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight?
Then Khan dropped an even darker bombshell. He claimed Floyd had legal trouble in Dubai, specifically involving bounce checks and even rumors of being placed under house arrest. In some Middle Eastern countries, financial crimes like bouncing checks are taken extremely seriously, sometimes even leading to jail
I got 9
time.
skyscrapers.
While these
and
allegations
Andrew
haven't been
Mathias,
confirmed
you know,
in any public
great
court,
business guy. This is what he told me one day. We took a walk. We was in New York. We was taking a walk. He said, "You see that building right there?" He said, "Yeah." We said, "We own that. You see this building? We own it." So we was walking and walking. Then he said, "You know, a boxer makes money when he boxing. A football player makes money when he playing football. Basketball player makes money when he playing basketball." He said, "But New York real estate, you make."
Then you've got Eddie Hearn, one of the most powerful promoters in boxing, weighing in with his own brutal take. Hearn didn't call Floyd broke, but he asked a question that cut just as deep. Why is a so-called billionaire still doing exhibition fights in half-empty arenas against YouTubers and MMA fighters nobody's ever heard of? Hearn's logic
in
was
random
simple.
places.
Yeah. If you've got
for
hundreds of
5
millions
million
in the
here,
bank,
10 million
you don't-
there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, you know? Like,
This guy has a lot of chains.
so many chains, bro. That's, chains, that's a depreciating asset. Get yourself something that'll hold.
Floyd actually responded to the criticism, which in itself was a red flag. He posted a video from his gym, mocking the broke allegations and flexing his usual wealth. But the fact that he felt the need to respond at all was telling. The old Floyd would have laughed it off and posted a picture of a new Bugatti. But this Floyd is arguing with promoters, clapping back at former opponents, and spending energy defending his bank account. That's the behavior of a man who knows the narrative is slipping out of his control. When you're truly untouchable, you don't need to prove anything. But when the world starts to doubt you, suddenly every post, every video, every flex becomes a desperate attempt to rewrite the story.
I've always thought that he's a horrible person, and this is every bit of...
People don't like Floyd.
You start a business, but I need
People
you guys
do
to
not like
what I've
somebody
already
who's
started
gonna just constantly
and
show
triple
money.
and double